Hi everybody, this is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, Dash Between. Today I thought we might try to use another one of those things that some of us may have laying around or you might find at a thrift store or something. So I found a bunch of these. Probably not enough of these because now I'm obsessed with this. This is fun. They're coin envelopes. So if you are you or maybe your parents or your siblings or grandparents, somebody collected coins, you might have some of these left over. You might be like me, even though my dad collected coins. I'm sure he doesn't have any of these left. You might find these at some kind of thrift store or garage sale or something. Okay, the other thing I got at an estate sale this weekend was I found a bunch of old stamps. I think this was like a quarter. They're not all right here, but I got a quarter's worth. And I found these, inside were these pretty butterfly stamps. So I went ahead and copied those, and I'm not sure of the legality of that. I'm definitely not selling these. the only reason why I actually copied them is because I didn't want to use up my good stamps while I was playing around trying to figure this out. So I will sort out all that out later. But this is what I made from this and those stamps. And I don't know if you can see that, but that's got a cute little edge too. So I can hang this on the side of a journal, or I can use it. Here we go. So I could like clip it on the side, or you could tuck it inside too. And I'm going to show you that. I mean, it could be like could actually be like a decoration on top as well, where you'd only want to do one side. You could actually cut this apart and use only one side of it. But for now, let's do it the hard way. Okay, I have a scrap of paper here. The big thing you need to remember to start off with is you want to get a piece of paper that's larger than this, and you want to make sure you have plenty of room on either side. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and fold this. I want that looks good. Actually, I think I'm going to want it I'm looking at this little pattern here. I'm trying to decide. And I'll have that come over like that. Okay. Okay. That's what I need right there. So first thing I want to do here is I want to trim this. So I folded it. I'll make sure that it doesn't have to be a sharp edge because this is not a sharp edge, right? But I want to kind of center that a little bit. Trouble here. Okay, so I have a little more on this side left over than I do on this side because I'm trying to capture this little bit right there. Okay, so now it's on the inside, and now I'm going to trim this, and you'll see why I'm going to trim it first. And this is not an exact science. I'm not worried about making sure it's exactly centered, but I also want to leave enough on this top here because I'm going to fold that over later on. Okay, did not do such a great job of that, but that's okay. Look, I got a future stamp in the making. Okay, from here, I want to see how tall this is. That little bit right there doesn't matter. It's going to actually be hidden. I'm going to go ahead and trim that. Okay, from here, I'm going to fold this back around the other way, and this should be about 2 by 2. It is. Well, it's going to be 2 this way, and it's going to be a little more than 2 this way. So this is 2.5 this way. So I want to make this 1 1/4. I'm making just sort of a little line at about 1 1/4. And then I'm going to come this way and make a little line at about 1. Do you understand that? So this width is 2.5-ish. So I'm going to make I made a little mark right in the middle. And then I came this way, and from this edge to this edge is 2 inches right there. So I made a little mark at about 1. The reason why I did that is because I'm now going to come in with my 1-inch punch and center that. I mean, I can, just for clarity. I want the middle of that in the middle of my, that's good enough. This does not have to be an exact science because this is 1 1/4, this is only 1 inch. We have a little bit of wiggle room here. All right, now let's start gluing. I don't know if you have family members who did this, but my dad used to collect coins. I never quite caught that bug, but I was fascinated at looking at his. Wasn't something I wanted to do. I actually like stamps, I think, better than coins, even though they're probably not worth as much, I'm sure. Not that I care one way or another about that anyway. I don't collect stamps to make money. I collect stamps to use in my crafts, which is probably just the opposite of that. Okay, so now that I've gotten glue, and I've made sure to get glue kind of close to this edge right here, right? And close to that edge right there as well. One more thing I want you to do is come right down this middle here and put a dab of glue right there. Normally, I tell you, when you have something that folds like that, that you want to glue it and let it stay face down, but not in this case. Okay, just finagle it around until it lines up beautifully. But do it quickly because that glue dries quickly. Now I'm gonna press that like that. Okay, we got a pretty good start right there. Now I'm gonna trim this just a little bit because I don't want it to be bulky or in the way. When I bring, oh, and that's too long. So I'm gonna trim this a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this fold over like that. And I think I have these a little too long, you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this again as well. Doesn't have to be up close, but I want it, I don't want it to be, I don't want there to be too much on either side. Okay, now's the fun part. Now we get to put little pictures in there. Now you can put anything you want in here. I just had these butterfly stamps, so I thought that would be fun. And that looks nice. Let's try. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I think I like these two. Oh, let me try this one. I like that one as well. All right, another little trick that I learned in doing this is you want to glue sort of the edges of this and get that centered just where you want it. Flip it over. Let's get this one centered where we want it. And now we're going to glue all this together. This does not require a lot of glue. You just want to try to get, if there's any places that has cardboard and you want to get the paper, because that's going to stick better than the clear plastic. All right, we have that. Oh, see, I'm always forgetting this. Glued down right like that. And I have glue on my fingers as usual. Oh wait, that's a little scruffy, but I actually kind of like that, so I'm gonna leave it. And pop a little distress all the way around. I'm telling you, I love this dark walnut stain, especially on darker colors like this. So pretty. Look at that. I can pop a little bit along that edge, and then it lets me wipe it off that clear plastic. Okay. There we go. Now, this can be tucked in a pocket, and I don't have any journals handy. I packed them up. I'm teaching a new class at a new location, a new workshop at a new location. And I will probably be there on a regular basis. It's called Craft here in Austin. So I will be doing some workshops there, and so all of my actual journals are packed up at the moment. But you can use this to tuck in, and I have literally nothing to demonstrate this with. That's crazy. So we're going to use my little thing here. You can tuck them into pockets like that. Cute little thing. Now, if you wanted to, you could also, oh, here's one. This pocket. You can tuck it in a pocket, so it's just a little surprise. You can do like I did with this one and put a rivet right there with your crocodile. Or I could decorate, if I only did one side, like if I cut this in half, I could just glue that right on top like that, and it would be a really pretty decoration. Now I could also put a little lace on here, and this is where your creative juices can start going a little crazy. You could also tie it with, pull this off. Where, oh. Look at that, I left my glue out. Not that one. Let me see here. No, not that one either. How about this one? Come on. This may be more than this can handle. I think it may be more than it can handle. I should have made a bigger haul here. Okay, that's more than it can handle. But you could, oh wait, what if we do it like that? If you did not use one of the little bitty punches like I did, you could probably fit that through to do a loop. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead. But you could also tie it like that. And this particular one has a little bit of things sticking out. How stinking cute is that? Okay, I hope you get some ideas. I really want to try cutting one of these apart as well. In fact, let's just do it. What do you think? Let's just do it. Actually, I have one over here that I kind of messed up. So let's try that. And, I don't know if I want to use anything quite that bright. How about this one? There we go. Okay, so I don't need that to go all the way around, but I do think I'm going to make it, give it some nice corners. So let's just start by doing that right there. And right about here is the center. So I'm going to get my little punch. I think we should save these little doohickeys right here. I'm sure we can find something fun to do with that. Okay, I messed that up earlier, so I tore it off of what I was putting on. Let's cover this. And now we'll get that right there. I'm assuming you know how to do this, but just in case you don't, if you'll trim these corners, not all the way down to the corner, but pretty close. There we go. And now I'm going to glue these down. I'm just doing this because I want to be able to cover up those edges, just to be a little neater. I like doing opposite sides. I'm holding that for just a second to give it a chance to adhere. Okay, and I'm getting glue all over myself again, like always. Alrighty. Probably should have distressed that before I... That's all right. We've already discovered it's okay if we just do it like that. What about this one? Yes, I like that. So, what can we add to give it a little more something? See, sometimes I just like, oh, I'm like, I don't want to add too much because I like it. I have a friend, Tuesday. Hi, Tuesday. We talk about this quite often, how I tend to want to do less is more kind of deal. But I love it whenever I see so many people putting all the things on it. It looks beautiful. But I tend to not put as many layers. I don't even like that color with it. Let's see. How about that is too much. That is too much. if I put a little tiny bit of this? Yes, and then I can put a little bit of bling on top. And maybe some pearls. What do you think? Oh, I probably should have put them on with that, since it is going onto fabric. Oh yeah, look at that. There you go. Now this could be glued on top of a pocket, right like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I hope you will give this a try if you have some of these. Now, of course, you can make your own. All you'd have to do is you can do it your way. I would have 2 sizes of these punches because I'm just not that good at being persnickety. Now, you may be, but you could simply let's see here. Well, here we are doing one more thing. This is what I did last time. Once you start, you just can't stop. Okay. And then I could also just take, where is it? This right here. All right, let's just cut a little bit of that off. Just go ahead and do it. Can't see it. I'm sure you can't see it because I can't see it. I know you can't see this. Did I make it big enough? I did, just barely. Okay. So if you don't have any of those things, not to worry. You can make your own. And let's just finish it up while we're doing it. Yep. I've put that on the wrong side, y'all. All right, there's that. And we could what did I do? See, I really think this would, I keep thinking this would look nice. How, oh, I know. Where would I find? I need a dark scrap. There's something. Okay. Is this too big? No, actually that might look nice. There we go. Now that also could go on there. We would just need to cover up our glue so that, oh, I need one of those things, one of the things that you can hang on the top of that so you don't lose it so easily. Some of this out of the way here so we can see what we've done. Using these, we made these 3. And if you don't have these things, you can just make it out of paper. But I'm always trying to use things up, so there we go. There we go. What do you think? I like them. I wish I had inked that edge right there. This was my prototype though, so, I think this would be really pretty hanging. I think that would be gorgeous hanging. But it doesn't have anything on the back side, so I would have to cover that with in fact, y'all, this is what you do to me. Let's hope I cut that right. Yes. Because I like the, you don't have to do this, because I like this one so much and I think it would be pretty, well, it would be pretty dangling, but the more I thought, the more I thought. So what I'm doing is I'm covering that back so that it's nice from either side. I'm gonna give myself just a little bit of inking. And now this can not only be tucked in somewhere, you could also use it as a little tiny journaling spot because it's a light colored thing. All right, we've done several things here. Oh, I hope you like them and I hope you have a great weekend, what's left of it. I'm about to head out and go have lunch with a dear friend of mine. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later, and I hope you come back and see me soon. Thanks. Bye.